What's going on, everyone? We are back with some more Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, and today we are doing a Bankai tier list, but it is anime only, so the last Bankai will be Senjumaru. So let's jump right into it. Alright, we got the classic tiers, and then at the very top we got a goated favorite, and only one can be here. I guess I'll rank these based on terms of strength and, you know, how it looks. Honestly, some of them might be a little foggy, but I think for the most part I should be good. We are starting off with Mayuri's Bankai. We saw this in the OG Bleach against Ishida, and honestly, this is disgusting. This Bankai is so gross. Like, I hate looking at it, but I can't even lie, it's pretty strong. Like, he had Ishida going through it. If Nemu didn't give him, like, the antidote, he probably would have been screwed. So, yeah, I'd say it's good. But, like, the design, I mean, it's Mayuri's invention at the end of the day. Ikkaku, we gotta put this in amazing grade. Just because, you know, no one expected him to have that dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He pulled up on the Iran cards with it. That shit was sick. You know, finally got the opportunity to actually use it. The next one is renji. Good old Aurora Zabimaru. I think I've heard that more times than I can mention. And honestly, the design was fire. But holy shit, that man took an ass whooping a majority of those times. Like, usually when you think about Bankai, you think about, like, okay, this is a level up for a Shinigami. But I swear renji was just staying the same, bro. Like, oh, I just spit everywhere. But I'm gonna be nice and say it's mid. Like, the design counters it out, but I should damn near say that shit is trash. We got Ichigo's old Bankai. Honestly, amazing gray. I love that shit. Just the black and red was sick on it. We got Ginjo, same thing, similar to Ichigo. The colorway, the like pinkish tone, it was very cool to see in that final battle with Ginjo and Ichigo. Chojuro, I know a lot of people might not like his Bankai, but I actually love it. Just seeing Driscoll use it, it looked insane. And also in that flashback we saw with him against Yama when he was training, when he used that like little like stretch and then like blitz Yama, dude, that shit was sick. Honestly, I really like lightning users too, so I thought it was pretty cool. So I would have to give this an amazing grade. Kensei, I'm not gonna lie, this is like the same thing as like renji. I'm gonna be honest. Like, to be fair, every fight he's used Bankai and he's gotten his ass whooped. Like, even against Master Masculine, like, he was definitely giving him the work, but he was getting his ass whooped. Like, the design, it reminds me of like a Scorpion a little bit, but I don't know, it kind of just amplifies his hands, how much stronger he gets. Alright, so now we got Soifon. Before we get into that, I did make Meh and Trash two different categories. Soifon, so she has like that kind of like bazooka. And honestly, it is kind of weird seeing it on her because she's a part of the stealth force. It's just something super loud. It makes like kind of a scene. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. The one in 1000-Year Blood War looked phenomenal. But the one on Bargon, we didn't really see the true potential because he kind of like, I forgot how he got out of it. I think he still tanked it, but honestly, I would say it's mid, but the 1000-Year Blood War one was amazing. I gotta give that good. Who is this? Oh, Gin. Yo, Gin shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of like his Shikai, but it was like on steroids, and he was slicing buildings in half with that shit. I'm not gonna lie, that's amazing, great, bro. I miss Gin. He was a great character. Unohana, come on, amazing, great. That shit was beautiful. Just that whole battle with, you know, Kenpachi, Unohana, beautiful fight. I definitely missed her. It would have been crazy to see her on the front lines in 1000-Year Blood War, just going crazy alongside like Kenpachi. Oh, that would have been fire. Byakuya, I love this Bankai. You know, okay, like him and Renji, they both use their Bankai a lot. But there's just a big difference. I don't know, Byakuya, he's just got that charm, bro. The elegance of his Bankai. And just like the whole cutscene he gets, the colors, everything about it's just beautiful. I do not get tired of seeing his Bankai at all. It is honestly one of my favorites in the show. Okay, we got Komomura with his old Bankai. And, you know, Tengen, I would say it's good. It's not that bad. Zain isn't that bad either. I really like the, what would you call that? Like a samurai? It's pretty dope and it's pretty strong also. Tosen. This one, I really don't know how to feel about it because from what we witnessed, it doesn't look that crazy. But it's because he was going against Kenpachi. And it's kind of sad because Tosen, his Bankai was there to kind of show how strong Kenpachi truly was because he got countered so easily. But if you really look at it from an outside perspective, his Bankai was crazy. He puts you in this like domain and it like cuts off your senses. Like that shit was OP. Honestly, I'd say it's good, but nah, that was way more broken. I feel like people overlook how strong Tosen was just because he was going against Kenpachi, but I definitely think his Bankai could be amazing great. Like, that shit's honestly OP. Senjumaru, last Bankai we saw in the last episode. A beautiful Bankai, just the fact that she could kill people in multiple different ways. Like, bro, she literally was taking on, what, 6 Sterns? 4 Royal Guard, Ashida, Ugram, all with one Bankai. Like, and those 6, alongside Yuaba, make up a majority of that Quincy power. That's honestly just absurd that she was able to do that much. Ichibe, once again, a crazy Bankai he has, bro. Just the factor of his Hozanpakto to create and erase stuff, it's just insane. Like, that man is goated. Honestly, I can't even lie, that whole fight with Yuaba Ichibe, before I even watched it, I thought Ichibe was gonna lose. Right? Of course, I don't know, I still think he will get defeated, but from what we've seen, it looks like it's gonna be hard. But yeah, I thought he was gonna lose, but nah, bro, he was straight up whooping the ass. Like, I underestimated him. I knew he was gonna put up a good fight, but I didn't expect him to completely manhandle Yuaba like that. Next we got Rose, and I'm gonna say good for one reason, because the dumbass could have sealed the deal and he sold, bruh. But honestly, the whole thing in all, I really like the concept. It's super unique. Just seeing like you know how he's a big music guy, he's like composing it. It's like these yellow, I don't know, what would you call it, like models around him spinning around the opponent. We saw it set flames. Then I forgot the other steps of it, but like I think it was liquid maybe. No, it wasn't. I don't remember, but the last part he was gonna close it out, but he was too busy yapping to stay masculine. But honestly, I think it was pretty good. I feel like it could have went higher too. I could honestly put like everything in amazing great, but I'm just trying to somehow balance it out because, like, come on. At the top we got like Unohana, all that shit. Come on. I gotta fix this whole list. I just made amazing and great 2 different categories. I'll fix it all in the end before I pick the one distinct go-to one. Rukia's Bankai, amazing. It was literally beautiful. Just seeing the ice around her. And also, that shit is insanely OP. She destroyed Asna with that shit. Next, we got Renji's new Bankai, his true Bankai. And this one was really good. I enjoyed seeing my boy catch a W, turn into Wenji. You know, it was cool seeing both aspects of the monkey and the snake. And I really liked the final move he hit, Stay Masculine, where he kind of like, you know, hit him with the blade and like kind of like locked him in there to like bite him down and just finish the job. It turned him into stone. It kind of reminded me of like a Medusa or something. Or I don't even think it was stone. What am I saying? Like, it just like he completely just got like turned into a crisp. But yeah, no, I would say this is amazing. Shinji, his Bankai, I really enjoyed it, seeing him just make all the enemies go against each other. Of course, we saw him use it against the like soldats, but if he used it against the Sterns, that would have been nutty. But of course, there was already a previous outcome from the manga, so I see why he didn't do it that way. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Of course, I gotta give bonus points for the OSTs in the background. Like, he's got the best OSTs in the game. I'll put that amazing for right now. Komomura, you know, put his life at stake right here with this Bankai. You know, he got help from the Great Elder, but this was crazy. You know, he was getting hit by Bambietta crazy with all the bombs, and he was just eating all that shit. He was really a problem. But it was just sad to see him, you know, go back to the casual wolf form. Now he can't really do anything. Shout out to Iba, that man's carrying him to yhwach. But it's super broken. It is way stronger than the previous Bankai he had. And yeah, he was able to wipe out Bambietta with it. Yamamoto's Bankai. I can't even lie, I'll put it amazing, but I think it's gonna go in my favorite goated. Just the whole introduction with it was amazing. How he changed the whole environment. Everyone was feeling the heat. They were like, yeah, it's getting hot in here, all of that, bro. And you know, just seeing his Zanpakuto fully crisp up, and it was just super strong whenever he was swinging at yhwach. Literally tapped the ground barely, and it just splits in half. I remember my prediction for Bankai. His Bankai was like, oh, he's about to just split SS in half. And that man was causing chaos in Soul Society. But just the multiple abilities he had with it. You know, when we saw the dead come alive and all that. Next level. Lastly, we got good old Toshiro. I really like ice users also. So this was cool to see. I would put this in great, you know, Hyonimaru. It's a pretty cool, especially when I like the ability he has where he can change the environment, where he makes it snow and everything. But is that technically his Bankai? I don't really know, but I like the wings and everything, and the ice dragon's pretty dope. Senjumaru's was crazy. Unohana. I gotta say Yama, bro. Yama's was just one of a kind. Like, the whole episode, just seeing the top of Soul Society go at it, finally use his strongest power. Like, we knew he was the strongest in, you know, the previous Bleach, right? But everything we were seeing from him was absurd. Like the flames, like he was making pillars of flames to like enclose Aizen, right? He was about to sacrifice all of SS. But just seeing his Bankai was something I didn't expect. Like, the impact it had on the show was absurd. And now that I'm thinking about it, yhwach still has this Bankai too. We could potentially see that. Ooh. If yhwach uses Yama's Bankai, not only will that be disrespectful, just because, you know, he worked so hard for that, but it would be crazy to see how yhwach wields that. This is the finished tier list right here. Off of first glance, I think this is where I want everything. And honestly, I can't wait to see some of the Bankais in the future. Come on, we got like Shunsui, Ukitake, Urahara, Aizen. Like, I don't know what we are going to see in the future. I might be missing some people. I just can't recall them at the moment. I apologize if I was yapping a little bit too much on some of these. But with that said, I appreciate all of you guys for watching, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Peace out.